So in this video, I'm going to just go over how stats are calculated, just because it can be kind of confusing, and just understanding how it works can be very helpful as far as just figuring out how important it is to upgrade certain things. So a lot of this, one of the easier places you'll be able to see this is just through your slime tab, your equipment tab, where you can see your attack and your HP. But actually, if you go over to the talents tab, you're going to be able to see a lot more information. This is going to pertain to your attack and HP. Those carry over directly from this equipment page, but you're also going to be able to see a bunch of other stats like attack speed, everything that's going to be affected by those percentage bonuses, which I'll talk about in just a minute. So how your stat calculations work, and this part just pertains to attack and HP, but when you're looking at how your final attack and HP is calculated, so it's kind of a multi-step process. So the first step is actually your base bonus attack and HP are added together. So they're added together from your talent upgrades. So when you spend gold coins to upgrade your talents, your equipment. So like here you can see my equipment, my weapons giving 16,370 attack. Your slime base level. So when you level up slimes, you have these base stats right here. So Volcano has 46,500. Same with like Yolanda. It doesn't take into account any of these percentages. We'll get to that part in a second. But it adds, so that equipment, talents, your slime base level, as well as artifacts. So like artifacts right here, you can see if you have artifacts leveled up, these basic attributes also get just added up into that base attack and HP number, as well as your permanent buffs actually. So, and this is one of the reasons why permanent buffs can be such a good thing, especially late game, just because these are added directly into those just base stat amounts, that attack and HP, and then they will end up getting multiplied. So after you add up all those base attack and HP stats, and there's really no way to manually do this, just because I don't know how much just pure attack, only the attack talents provided. But once you add up all this base attack stuff, how the game calculates then your final attack is they go and multiply by the bonus percentages from like your slime level up milestones. So this is where those percentages come into effect. So you get bonus percentages from your slime level up milestones, your equipment. So anytime you have a piece of equipment, they'll give bonus percent attack or HP. And then obviously these S tier gear give a higher percent just bonus to attack and HP, as well as like your runes. So anytime you equip runes, those will have bonus percentages. And then your Tower of Element upgrade. So all these percentages just get added together. So say I had across my runes, my slime level up, my equipment, this is obviously going to be very much a lot lower than it actually is, but just for simplicity's sake, say I added up all my runes and everything, all my percent bonuses, and I had 100% bonus attack. And so what would happen is I would actually end up taking how the game calculates this. Again, you can't really manually do that, but you add all those base stats, get multiplied by that plus 100%. So it would be a ×2. And so that's how that stat calculation works as far as your bonus attack and HP. Now, one thing to note, and this is kind of interesting, so any stat that is already a percentage, so if we're looking at like critical chance, range multiplier, lifesteal, so when you have a rune that adds bonus percent, this is actually just added to the current percent. It's not like a multiplier or anything. So if I go over to my runes real quick, and I'm actually going to equip, so you can see my lifesteal is at 20%. I'm going to equip a lifesteal rune. Let's drop my shield HP rune. And then that's just going to add 10% of that lifesteal. So some of these runes are going to be it's just going to add as far as a percentage. So any of your percentage stats, it's just going to add, but something that is going to be, that is just like a base stat, just a base number, like attack speed is actually one that is technically is just a a number, and the maximum it is talents wise, I believe, is 6.0. So when you add a percentage, it works the same way as far as attack. So if you add 100% bonus attack speed overall, just combined from all your runes, equipment, whatever, then my attack speed would be boosted from 6.0 to 12.0. So it works the same just as far as base stats. Now, finally, and this is where stuff gets kind of interesting, and I'll talk about a couple of equipment exceptions in a minute, but finally you have your slime specific active abilities and passive abilities, as well as your equipment and artifact abilities. Barring the two exceptions I'll talk about related to equipment, just abilities. But when I'm talking about your slime abilities, so a good case of this is Yamlet. So Yamlet gets all these bonus stats, but one of the bonus just interesting things she has is this unique passive. Yamlet's vitality is increased by the grass elemental, increasing HP by 100% if you ever fully leveled up. When I go and equip Yamlet, you're not going to see a ton of HP, nothing crazy, that 31,000. But when I actually go into battle here, I use Yamlet. You go to Yamlet's HP, which I ever equipped, it actually is double. And so that's the way any of these like slime inability in battle abilities are going to work. It actually is an additional percent that's applied after. It doesn't actually get added like all of your other percentages. It doesn't get treated the same way like a rune does. All right, so I did just want to go and showcase how those temporary fountain buffs work. So right here you can see I have 1524 attack with the amulet, and I'm actually going to go into the fountain here. I'm going to roll for a couple of fountain buffs. Hopefully we just get an attack buff or something, just really just simple to show. Well, we're having a ton of luck so far. There's a 2% attack buff, so not a lot obviously, but just enough to showcase. So right here I'm at that 1524 attack, but when I go and hop into battle, I'm now at 1531. So you can see that 2% attack buff, it's not actually based on my total overall attack, because if it was at 1531 or 1524, I would have been expecting about an additional 30,000 attack, just based on that 1.5 million roughly I have. So that 2% is actually just getting added to the rest of my attack percentage bonuses. So just once again, it is kind of an interesting way the way the game actually implements it. Now, real quick, I just wanted to get back to the two exceptions in relation to equipment. So the first exception I want to just talk about is the way the Hunter set two-piece bonus works. So the Hunter 2 set piece bonus, what it actually does, so it provides that epic or that two-piece bonus. Your equipped gears, attack and HP get an additional 100% bonus. Now this actually takes effect before your equipment's base stats are added together. So if I go and equip this Hunter's armor, now what we're going to see here, 16,370 attack on my weapon, 4,600 on my helmet. Now if I go, let's go find that accessory, then you can see it actually just doubles it right here. So that doubled base stat gets calculated before everything's added together. So once again, this is kind of an interesting thing where that Hunter set can actually give you a lot of benefit just because it gives you that bonus base stats. So if you have really good runes and stuff where you're getting a lot of just bonus percent attack, that's where the Hunter set can actually kind of look like it can have a lot more just impact than it otherwise would, and which is just kind of makes it unique. So this is one of the reasons also, and just in general, why it makes a lot of sense to merge your equipment to Mythic +3. Early on, it doesn't seem like it makes a big difference just because those base stats aren't getting multiplied as much. But after you've went and you either get really good attack runes, you have a slime that you upgraded, and it's just getting a lot just more bonus attack percentage. So runes, that bonus attack percentage, as well as your Tower of Elements, later in the game, those actually, any of those bonus based stats you can get do just become a lot more important. Now, the other one I wanted to mention is just regarding the Dominator set bonus. So the Dominator set bonus is unique, is it actually gets just calculated after all your percentage effects are applied. It gets, so after the game calculates your plus 120% bonus attack or 200% bonus attack or whatever, that your Dominator set bonus is going to be calculated on those final attack and HP numbers just right before you go into battle, and any other of those just bonuses are applied. Just because of the order in which the Dominator set bonus is calculated, that's what makes it just overall just super strong set of equipment in the game. Just because it does benefit from every little bonus attack and HP item you can get, whether it's through a rune or merging your equipment. Obviously, granted, we're assuming you're not either limited by your attack or HP for those bonuses. But that's it for this video. Hope it kind of helped just to spell out some of how these bonuses are calculated. But thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions.